Hey everyone, welcome back to Stay Tuned Reviews, a place where you can kick back, relax, and hear my honest thoughts on TV shows, movies, and other things. I'll be dropping a ton of new content over the next few weeks, so feel free to subscribe to my channel so you'll get the notifications for my reviews. Today I will be sharing my thoughts on Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I'll start off by saying that I've been looking forward to seeing this movie since earlier in the summer. So much so that right now I'm well up before the crack of dawn just to see this movie as it's being released on Netflix. That goes to say that my review will be 100% honest, and I will definitely be sure to let you know whether this movie is worth the hype or whether this is a movie that you can skip altogether. Now, before jumping into the review, I wanted to give you all some background information about Ma Rainey's Black Bottom as seen on Netflix. The movie stars Viola Davis as Ma Rainey. Coming into this movie, I can honestly say that I didn't really know who Ma Rainey was. In fact, the only time that I really remember seeing Ma Rainey brought to life on the big screen was when Monique portrayed her on the HBO movie Bessie, starring Queen Latifah. In Bessie, Monique portrayed Ma Rainey as a bit of a free spirit. Throughout the movie, someone who was a straight shooter, someone who spoke their mind, and someone who did things that were considered taboo for women of color to do during that time in history. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, as seen on Netflix, is directed by George Wolfe. You may have seen some of the movies he directed, such as Lackawanna Blues and The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, both of which premiered on HBO. Wolfe also has a host of theater directing credits. It's been a few years since I've seen The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, and much longer since I've seen Lackawanna Blues, but I remember that both of the movies were pretty good. So I believe that Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is in good hands with this director. I also wanted to point out that Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, as seen on Netflix, is based on a play by August Wilson with the same title. Wilson served as a playwright for other notable plays, such as Fences and The Piano Lesson. Now, I've never seen August Wilson's Ma Rainey play, but I've heard rave reviews about it, and I also believe that George Wolfe has great material to work with for the movie. I also think it's worth noting that August Wilson's Ma Rainey play is sort of a day in the life of Ma Rainey and Friends story. So anyone that plans to go see this movie should go into the experience expecting the movie to pay homage to the play instead of being a full-on biopic. Without further delay, I am about to watch the movie. Now, as I'm watching this movie, there are going to be two specific things that I'll look for. First, I want to see how Viola Davis' portrayal of Ma Rainey is different from Monique's portrayal. And secondly, with this movie being Chadwick Boseman's last role, how does his performance stack up against his past movies? Well, without delay, I'm about to watch the movie. Want to hear my thoughts on Ma Rainey's Black Bottom? Stay tuned to find out. Well, folks, it is currently 4:33 a.m. and I am back from watching Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I'm about to share with you what I liked about the film. In my opinion, the movie did an amazing job at adapting the story from the play and making it into a unique cinematic experience. I appreciated how the movie was able to tell one standalone story about Ma Rainey and her band versus trying to cram her life's work into a movie that was only a few hours long. The acting performances from everybody in the movie were pretty amazing. I especially enjoyed the chemistry that was displayed between the members of Ma Rainey's band. But when it comes to standout performances, I have to give Viola Davis credit to where credit's due. She does an amazing job at bringing Ma Rainey to life. But in my opinion, Chadwick Boseman, who plays Levy, steals the show. Boseman gives 3 emotionally charged monologues throughout the movie, and they're sure to bring many people to tears. I was thoroughly impressed with how this movie did a great job at bringing the 1920s to life, with the set and costume design, as well as the dialogue that was used between characters. This movie's runtime is a little under an hour and a half long, but it is an emotional roller coaster from start to finish. There weren't many parts of the movie that dragged or felt boring in my opinion. Now, I appreciated how this movie was able to equally balance moments of comedy with moments of shock and drama. In my opinion, if you watch this movie, you will be in tears either from laughing or being saddened from a particular character's story. Now, this is a complete nitpick, and I know some people won't have an issue with it, but for me, the ending didn't really feel complete. Don't get me wrong, the ending was okay, but I felt that it was missing that special sauce that would have made it the perfect movie. Simply put, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was an amazing movie that I would recommend for anybody to see. One of my main criticisms about plays that are adapted into movies is that the movie still feels like a play in some or most parts of the movie. Well, in my opinion, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was able to avoid falling into this trap. Earlier in this video, I said that I would be looking at 2 things throughout the course of this movie. First, let's talk about Monique versus Viola's portrayal of Ma Rainey. While Monique and Viola both did a great job at bringing Ma Rainey to the big screen, I think Viola gives a more authentic portrayal of Ma Rainey, given the material she had to work with. Secondly, let's talk about Chadwick Boseman's performance in this movie in comparison to his other movies. Here's the deal. When I say that Chadwick gave it his all and left it all in this movie, I mean he literally left everything he had in this movie. Chadwick gives the performance of a lifetime that I can honestly say is his best hands down. I would also venture to say that I wouldn't be surprised if Chadwick won an award or 2 from this movie. I'd like to thank you all for watching my review on Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Over the next week, I plan to release reviews on the following projects. Have you seen Ma Rainey's Black Bottom yet? If so, please feel free to comment below on what you thought about the movie. Until next time, please stay safe and stay tuned.